Takže čus lidi, já vás vítám u první reakce na tomto kanále. A dneska to je několik her si ukážeme, které mají vyjít teprve a podíváme se na jejich trailery a uvidíme, co to vlastně má vyjít za hry. Příští nebo tenhle rok. Tak jo, tak tady je to video. Let's go.
What to Play presents 25 of the most anticipated PC titles coming out.
To přeskočíme.
Battlefield 2042. The next generation of first-person shooters is coming this October 22nd. If you're expecting a story-driven adventure or a strong campaign, you might be disappointed since 2042 is strongly focused on multiplayer. Engage in insane, ever-changing battlefields.
Pro mě je dobře, že to je soustředění na mulťák, protože Signák stal upřímně za hovno v nových Battlefieldech.
In open-world firefights with players from around the world. Ride choppers and tanks and blow them up to smithereens in true new-gen visuals. Just look at that sandstorm, dude. Dying Light 2. The sequel to the impressive open-world zombie parkour game from the creators of the now forgotten
Jedničku jsem měl fakt hodně rád, to se přiznám. Jedničku jsem měl hodně rád.
Dead Island series. Now with today's technology backing its gameplay, enjoy a living and breathing world full of undead. This time it's leaning more into RPG territory.
To víme, o čem je. Dáme další hru.
Stalker 2, Heart of Chernobyl. One of Microsoft's most ambitious projects, a franchise that's more than 10 years old. Stalker's next chapter is gearing up for the next-gen experience. The world of Pripyat is as terrifying as ever, with crazy anomalies and mutated creatures. Looking at the trailer, the gunplay looks smooth, and the visuals and atmosphere are phenomenal. It's available to play on Game Pass once it comes out on April 28, 2022.
To byla hodně cool. A možná vím, co to je.
Far Cry 6. Ubisoft's next first-person shooter / open-world adventure is taking us to Yara, a fictional town ruled by a ruthless dictator played by none other than Giancarlo Esposito. Become a freedom fighter and save the oppressed people from Anton's bloody rule. As with all Far Cry games, you'll have a variety of weapons at your disposal. This time around, you're equipped with a backpack rocket launcher, and you can use animals to aid you in your missions to destabilize the government. Coming this October 7. Amazon Studios' ambitious MMO project is nearing its release. New World is Amazon's attempt to make a bigger and better version of Blizzard's World of Warcraft. As a shipwrecked adventurer, make your own choices and survive the world using a variety of skills in real-time combat. There will be PvE and PvP challenges coming once the game is out this August 31st.
Cool.
Bleak Faith Forsaken. Anyone looking to scratch that Souls-like or Bloodborne itch on the PC can finally enjoy something
Konečně nějaká soulofka.
similar with Bleak Faith. Set in a dark and desolate world full of eldritch terrors, play as a lone Forsaken warrior wandering around its brutal open world. There's no definite release date yet, but it's scheduled to come out this year, if all things go well for the two devs working on it.
To byla cool.
Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Extraction. The Rainbow team is facing a different threat this time around. Instead of themselves, the enemy is an ever-evolving parasite that can control a horde of dangerous creatures. If you've played Siege before, you'll be selecting from an array of familiar faces and working together in the 3-player co-op.
Cool.
Think of it as a hostage mode, but with relentless enemies coming at you from every corner. Its $60 price tag might make it easy to snub your nose at. It comes out on September 16.
Well, a lowly
To
tarnished,
byla na další soulovku.
playing as a lord. I command thee.
Elden Ring. E3 started off strong by showing the much-awaited trailer for FromSoft's biggest game to date. Elden Ring feels like a combination of all things great about Dark Souls, Bloodborne, and Sekiro packed into one impressive open-world RPG. The world is as immersive as ever, with its insane monsters and art direction. There's a lot of questions that still need to be answered, but at least we can finally say that the game is real.
Hodně cool.
It comes out on January 21, 2022.
Tak na to se těším.
Back for Blood. It's time we say goodbye to the Left 4 Dead craze now that Valve has completely abandoned any hope for future content. The creators of that classic zombie shooter are
Zrovna jsem si chtěl koupit Let's 4 Dead 2. Ještě jsem to neudělal.
currently pumping out a better multiplayer experience with Back for Blood. This zombie PvE can let you play with up to 3 friends and
Jednoduše je to jak Let's 4 Dead.
goes up and beyond to prove that. It's coming this 12th of October and available on the Game Pass 4 days after.
Rocky, what are you doing?
Guardians of the Galaxy, a game that took us by surprise during Square Enix presentation. This brand new take on Marvel's ragtag group of heroes is somewhat refreshing. Follow Peter Quill and his gang as they embark on an interstellar adventure. Gameplay is similar to Marvel's Avengers, but with a strong focus on single-player story-driven gameplay and only Quill as the playable character.
Guys, huddle up! Already missing the jiggle jellies!
There's still a lot of things that don't add up with the reveal, but we'll get some answers soon before it comes out this October 26. Atomic Heart. Bioshock's estranged Russian sibling, well, not really. Onefish first-person shooter was in development for such a long time, but it looks like the wait is finally over. The trailers are still all about the Soviet BS. It comes with ray tracing support for those powered up GPUs, and it will be available on Game Pass at launch too.
Může být cool. Jo, je to ono. Avatar?
Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora. Ubisoft's final reveal during their presentation was something we didn't expect. We've known that there's more than one Avatar movie coming soon, but a video game? They didn't waste time showing us the gorgeous world it has to offer with a cinematic trailer. Unfortunately, no gameplay was shown, but knowing Ubisoft and their detail when it comes to their worlds, maybe we might be in for something more. It's coming sometime next year.
Tak na to se hodně těším na Avatar, ten film jsem měl fakt hodně rád.
Give me a taste, bloodbag.
Bloody hell.
Taste this, cabrona!
Redfall. A new IP from Arcane Studios, the studio behind Prey and the Dishonored series. It was saved up for the very end of Bethesda's presentation. We expected more gameplay, but they only gave us a 5-minute cinematic detailing the adventures in a vampire-infested town. The characters look promising, and it's obvious that they have unique abilities that can aid players in co-op or solo. That's all we know so far, unfortunately, but it's expected to come out next year. Starfield, Bethesda's biggest project before we get to taste The Elder Scrolls 6. Starfield is the science fiction space exploration counterpart to their acclaimed medieval fantasy series. Although they gave no gameplay, a release date was shown, along with a glimpse into what we should expect in this brave interstellar frontier. It's a Microsoft exclusive that comes out November 11 next year, and it's available on Game Pass at launch. Tales of Arise. The latest addition to the Tales series is turning up the scale up to 11 with its fantastic visuals and
Tak to
massive
vypadá. Vypadá to celkem cool. Dost her nemá ani gameplay, koukám.
The latest trailer revealed some of the looks like the quality of its real-time strategy gameplay has improved. The visual overhaul makes every battle, but this time, more magic is involved. It's a full-fledged game with Borderlands Bunkmaster Tiny Tina taking the helm. The game features co-op gameplay and the same snappy combat. Gameplay is a step up from its previous titles, now that it's on a third-person perspective. It's set to release sometime this year. By Amazon as well. The atmosphere and design are reminiscent of classic Final Fantasy worlds. It features a deep RPG system where players forge their own legend and mix and match adaptable skills. It's coming to the Western market this fall. In replace, this Microsoft exclusive action side-scroller is oozing with style. The trailer gave off a combination of Blade Runner and Katana Zero with its action-packed gameplay and gorgeous futuristic visuals. Not much is known about its story yet, but we know it's coming to the Game Pass. Crucis, an infinitely playable 4-player co-op where you survive a derelict spaceship surrounded by aliens. Yeah, beautiful looking Forza game to date. Set in the lush and arid Mexican landscapes, right? Infested European streets are still around and they're as dangerous as ever. However, what we've seen so far is only a cinematic trailer. The gameplay is limited, but we're sure to see more of it in the months to come before it comes out to Microsoft consoles and the Game Pass next year. True Colors. Deck9's latest Life is Strange project centers around a new character with her own supernatural ability. Alex Chen's empathic powers let her manipulate the world around her through feeling other people's emotions. It can make or break her journey to uncover the mystery of her dead brother. True Colors is the first of the series to release all episodes in one go. That means we don't have to wait for 3 months for an episode to drop. It's coming this September 10. The recent Xbox presentation showcased its heavily demanded multiplayer mode, which launches alongside Master Chief's latest adventure as a free-to-play. The trailer gave us a few nostalgia trips, including old weapons and vehicles making a comeback. Not only that, the addition of the grappling hook mechanic gives players more room for mobility when taking out other players. Did we mention it's also coming out in Game Pass? Halo Infinite is coming out this fall.
A to se těším. Tak to máme všechny. 25 her, které mají vyjít buď ten rok, nebo 22, nebo později dokonce. Tak jako já se hodně těším na toho Avatara, na ten Battlefield, Dying Light. A jo. Mě ještě jako tady jako na co se ještě těším, tak ještě toho Halo Infinite. To jsem hrál ty starší díly, ale to je jak vše. Jak nic moc nezaujalo. Jo a ještě ten Open World, tady to bylo, že jo?
To date.
Ano, tady to mě ještě zaujalo. Tak to je vše. Pro tohle. Takže tak, no. Se máme na co těšit. A jako určitě některý budou dobrý a některý budou zklamání, to je jako vždycky, ale hodně se těším na toho Avatara. Pápy. A ještě pěkně vypadá ten. Dying Light 2 to už chtěla podle mě vyjít, ale nevyšla, ale nevím proč ani. No to je jedno, to je vypadá zajímavě. Kdybych chtěl video, tak ho hodím do popisku. A jo. To je konec videa, dámy a pánové, chtěl. Jako mám jako. Jo, některé hry jsou fakt good, jo, tady. A některý třeba, ta Forza, to jsem úplně věděl, že má vyjít. Jo, za 60 Eček je většina tady her. Což je normální cena za cíáčkovou hru. Většina cíáčkových her. Kromě pár. Asi 2. Let's for Dead má víceméně vyjít nový, je to takový Let's for Dead. Nějaká nová strategie. Nějaká ta vesmírná, no, máme se na co těšit, to Far Cry 6 mě taky zajímá. Tak jo, tak to bude vše pro tohle video. Já se vlastně ale nejvíc těším na to a teraz na to se vlastně nejvíc těším. Když to udělají fakt dobře, tak to bude cool. Pak se těším ještě na to Halo Infinite. to jestli vyjde ještě tak. To páku, že tam je ten grappling hook, že si můžete takhle přitáhnout zbraně a tedy. Tu Anna Kruzis, to mě absolutně nezajímá. To pá hodně Lidl. No tak uvidíme, jak to dopadne. Ne? Takže tak. Ty hry tam mají potenciál určitě. To že ne. Ale jakož dneska už si grafika posunula tak moc, že tímhle kompenzoval už si i dostat tu rode za hru. Takže tak. No tak my budeme chtít upgradeovat toho kompa, že jo, takže tak. Uvidíme, jak to bude, když tak možná ještě nějakou natočím. Tu hru, co tam je, takže to je vše. My se uvidíme u dalšího videa a prozatím dejte like, dejte odběr, já doufám, že se vám video líbilo. A můžete napsat nějaký hezký komentář. Já se s vámi rozloučím a čus.